Hello, this is my second attempt at doing an intro for episode 14 of of Journey to Farlands. This time, hopefully, my recording will work and also my game won't crash. Yes, this is a guest episode, second one ever. So my guest right over here must feel very honored.
I do
Welcome.
feel very honored, yes.
Yes, very honored. This is a highly esteemed show. It has a 9.3 on IMDb, literally the highest ever. It's crazy. Nothing else has gotten such a high rating. Probably.
I mean, one of your episodes got like 300 views or something. That's
yeah,
like 200 people. Yeah,
that's like almost 400. No, that's like that's close to 400. Close to 400. That's like really good, actually. Yeah. If you think about it, it's closer to 1 million than 0 as well. In a way.
That is true.
If you think about it.
It all depends how you look on things, yeah.
All depends on perspective. I mean, technically, like the difference is like if no one watches it, then it's basically never happened. If 300 people watched it, that's a portion. 1 million, that's a lot of people, but it's still people. So it's no people versus people, you know. The way I'm basically have 1 billion views. Think about it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I haven't seen
Yeah?
I have missed like quite a few episodes, but where are the dogs?
They're both dead. Yeah.
I mean,
the damn shame that you'd have to find out this way, but they both died.
I can't believe this. I'm devastated.
Yeah, it is devastating. I mean, on a positive note, that does mean that I don't have 2 dogs to crash into me when I'm in a boat. So you know what? That's a good thing. I need to find more I need to find Bone because I need to have at least 1 pet with me. Or no, I need to have at most and at least 1 pet.
Yes, you have one pet.
2 were too many. And also they kept running into cacti and falling off cliffs, and then eventually it became too much. Oh yeah, you don't know about the forbidden episode, right? You haven't gone into the
forbidden episode.
Yeah. Forbidden.
I mean, I am devastated. Like the last episode I watched was like Ford's most glorious return, and like everyone was happy and life was great, and
now Ford's dead, yeah.
And now I'm greeted with this. I can't believe it.
All right. Let me explain. Okay, let me explain the forbidden episode. So there are 2 episode 13s, right?
The unlucky number.
Yes. Exactly. So the one that is up is the second episode 13. The first one is gone from existence because it was a disaster in every imaginable way. I thought it would be a curse to keep it on my computer. So I think it's probably gonna be the only the only recording of this that I don't even keep on, like, that I don't upload just for archiving purposes. It's completely gone. It's a disaster.
Oh wow! Like you don't even have it on your computer anymore.
It's lost media. Yeah, it's lost media.
Oh wow!
I couldn't keep it. Because it was the curse. It was the curse. It was the curse
video. I had
video.
to replace unlucky number 13 with lucky number 13, I guess.
Oh no, yeah, but fine. Yep. So I made the greatest episode ever instead.
Speaking of dogs, I've always wondered because you usually like look at the dog and you can like tell, like, oh yeah, he's like so damaged, guys. We have to give him something. How do you tell that?
You can see on the tail.
Oh, is it like depending on how far down it is or something?
Yeah, the further down the tail is on a tamed like dog, the more damage it is. And like the max HP is like slightly above like the like horizontal to the ground for some reason. And then like the lowest possible is like straight towards the ground. You can tell from that. That's like their health bar.
Oh yeah, I never noticed it. I guess they don't have their tails like up at all, do they now?
No, they don't. I mean, they never have it above us, so they never have it at more than slightly above horizontal to the ground. That's their max HP. It's a good way of doing that without literally having a health bar above their head. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, that's probably the best way of doing it. Actually, I can't think of any.
yeah, like having the tail wag is, it doesn't, it would kind of break against aesthetic anyways of the very basic minimalistic animations and whatnot. So at least of old Minecraft. New Minecraft has a lot of pretty complex animations, but this specific, it works basically to have their tails be static. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, during the fourth episode when he went missing.
Yeah, when yeah.
That was so weird because the last time you saw him during that episode was him, getting stuck in some water by some ice, and then a big ice field.
Yeah.
And then just gonna disappear mysteriously.
I don't really know what happened. Okay, what happened? Why he didn't follow me? Because sometimes I think dogs just dog pathfinding is atrocious in old Minecraft, right? It is horrendous. That's why they teleport in front of boats and they run into cactus and they fall off cliffs. They're suicidal, right? Their pathfinding is pretty terrible. In this version of the game. And sometimes when you walk over ice, for some reason they refuse to follow you sometimes. Even they refuse to teleport to you. And that's what happened before. They refused to both teleport to me and let me lower the volume music by 20, there you go. He refused to both teleport and to me and actually run over the ice. So I guess he just, I don't know, I was too far away, so he despawned, which shouldn't happen, and then suddenly decided, or the game realized that he should be teleporting, and then he did. I have no idea. It made no sense.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, because I was convinced that he had suffocated in some ice or in a wall or something, because when you went back across the ice, a dog suffocated under the ice. I was convinced that was him.
Yeah, I mean, it happens pretty often that dogs will suffocate in walls because it'll teleport in them. That happens sometimes in this version.
Yeah, and that's what I expected to happen as well. But as it would appear, it was some random dog that just decided to spawn under the ice or something. I don't have no idea.
No, it was just some random dog. I thought Ford teleported finally and managed to teleport under the ice. I don't know. Very strange. But that regardless, now that both Ford and Dennis are dead, and Dave died at episode 1. I accidentally killed Dave. I was trying to kill a creeper and Dave ran in front of my sword. I don't really care about Dave though. He died within 30 minutes, to be fair. But he
still gets a spot on
the
signs of remembrance.
It will be Dave. So far, it's Dave, Dennis, and Ford. I can imagine that list gonna get larger because they just want to jump off cliffs. It's their favorite activity. That and running into cacti.
I mean, I don't think you've clocked 100 hours yet. And from what I've read, a journey to Farlands takes approximately 800 hours.
That is perfect though. That is the absolute, basically the absolute perfect conditions, right? So normally this is gonna take me at least 1,000 hours because I'm not doing it perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really read specifically into the details.
But that is just, I think it's just recording exactly the speed of walking and just how far away it is, and he's doing a very simple calculation. But that doesn't account for boats, and I think boats are slightly faster, and it doesn't account for obviously so when I do this and stop for a while, or when I smelt something.
Tame a dog or fight a zombie.
Yeah. So those minor things build up after time. So it is more close, probably 1,000 to the around 1,000 to 1,100 range, which means a lot of episodes. A lot,
yeah.
Hundreds upon hundreds.
I mean, that's insane. That assuming that you will get new dogs at approximately this rate, You will have like at least 300 dogs by the end of it. That's crazy.
3 dogs per. I think it's because I kind of understand how dogs work now, especially when 4 that has died as well. I think fewer will die, especially because I'll only have 1 now, as well. I mean, technically, I fought 4 died and I got Dennis instead, but it's also because I had both of them that made it harder to keep both of them from dying at the same, I suppose, because I would have to heal both of them. So I think it definitely not at the same pace, especially when Dave. That's like probably the only time I'll ever actually be in a cave for that long, which is why he died. But it's gonna be a lot. It's still gonna be a lot of dogs.
I mean, yeah. At the same time, I did kind of just like do how much you have done so far.
Yeah.
Times 10. Oh no, times 100. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
It is.
Well, 30 dogs by the very minimum.
Yeah. It is gonna be a bit of a task to get them all down. I wonder if I'm gonna remember all of them, probably. Because like they're around for long enough that they kind of get like it's kind of like studying them into my mind.
And worst case scenario, you can just check your channel.
Yeah, well, I'll start noting them down once I get. Hopefully I won't ever have 4, but that seems very unlikely. I feel like the next dog will be the most long-lived, but likely going to bite the dust eventually. You know, like, let's be real. We'll see how long it takes. Ford is absolutely the longest living dog so far. Died in Forbidden episode 13, and I got him in episode 2, right? I thought he died in like episode 8, but he didn't. Or was it episode? No, it was like episode 6 actually that he disappeared, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then it disappeared for like 2-3 episodes, and then came back.
Yeah, because I remember. Didn't I talk about that in episodes like the first guest episode? I think so. Regardless.
Yeah. I think you did. Yeah.
So he disappeared, came back, but he still was alive during that time. So I should probably be noting. I'm gonna start noting this down. Like how long they lived for, how many episodes, between what episodes they lived for, and also their names. I'll start doing that. Ford, well, Dave was episode 1 to episode 1. Ford was episode 2 to Forbidden episode 13, and Dennis was episode 7? Because I think I found him when, I think it was episode 7 actually. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Because I'm pretty sure I found Dennis. I found Dennis when the shower was there. Hey, some pumpkins. Doesn't matter. Yeah, regardless. I'll start doing that. It's like a good idea.
Yeah, like depending on how many dogs, you would need quite a lot of wood.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. I'll do like a sign each, and between what episodes they lived, or if they only lived 1 episode, just the episode number, I guess. No, I'll write episode 1 to episode 1. That's 10 out of 10. That's like how it's done, right?
Yeah.
And I'll do like a sign each. That might take me a while, but anyways.
It's to show respect to your fallen comrades.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll start walking to the other Farlands on the other side.
Like I would assume that you would commit suicide to teleport.
Yeah. I might. At the very least, I might, place those signs down. I'll have it recorded that I was there, and then I genuinely might just like as some sort of like a cool little like back to the beginning, like destroy my bed and kill my character. And come back, go at spawn. That would be pretty cool, actually. I mean, I could to be fair, I can just like teleport back to the Farlands if I really want to, like look at the signs again, right? It's not that big a deal. No, yeah. Well, I could just. It's actually a bit difficult though because you have to do a bit of some fucky things to get to the Farlands. To be fair.
And won't the coordinates be like insanely long?
Yes, but you can teleport to the Farlands, but it might be a bit hard because like. I'm not walking on a perfectly straight line, so it might actually take a while to walk back. I don't know. We'll see what I do. It's in about a few years that I have to do that. So.
If you go to both Farlands, how large would their world file be? I wonder.
I don't know. I mean, my world file is already like a gig, I think. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be ginormous when you.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually is a gig or why it is, because I don't think there's I don't know. Yeah, I don't think
the
they're
starting size is probably pretty big. And then,
yeah, they're not
pretty
supposed to become like that big, because this is a very old version of the game as well, and so. But I need to make some more bolts. I don't have much wood. Damn it.
That bolt really skipping its momentum, isn't it?
Yeah.
You barely touched it and like went for like 5 blocks or something.
Yeah. Boats are very strange. They don't make any sound as well. This is silence.
Yeah, one of the better changes that they made in the newer versions of the game, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, was that and there you go. Was that and say this. Let's figure out like it was pretty. Honestly, like I wouldn't even say like running necessarily is sprinting is necessarily like a purely a positive change. It's pretty nice to have that constriction sometimes, just not be able to sprint, you know.
Yeah, but I do think that it like somewhat like limits the size of like your standard, for example, multiplayer world or something.
That's why you use the never, and also tracks.
I guess.
This when I can. Whenever is way faster to traverse. If I was trying to do this as fast as possible, I'd go for the never. I'd glitch through I'd glitch through the ceiling of the never, which you can do pretty easily, I think, even in this version. And then I'd just like set a macro to just hold down W and just leave my computer for like 4 months, or no, not even that. 2 months or something. And I'll be there.
Are there colors in this?
I don't think so, but you can still glitch for the thing, in some way. There are ways to pretty quickly like glitch to the Farlands in survival. I'm not doing that, so I'm not entirely sure how, but I know you can. Aside of just teleporting.
If you're like glitching there, then you might as well teleport, in my opinion, you know.
I realized why I saw that one person do this, and that's because creepers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because there is a very I'm assuming at least, because there's a very small but possible risk, especially if you're like by a cliff, but a creeper will come up, blow you up while you're standing next to the bed.
Yeah.
So
that would be very nice.
Hopefully, yeah, I don't think their blast radius is enough to destroy that bed. If I'm on ground, I mean that would literally reset all my progress.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
That's like the only way that can happen. So.
Armor is very strange. Yeah? Like.
Yeah, I mean armor.
It has the durability, you said, right?
Yeah, it's like you like how good your armor is, how many armor bars you are is dependent on the durability of your armor. It's just that like diamond armor breaks the slowest, and leather armor breaks really fast. But technically they have the same armor stat, I think, at max. It does give leather armor an actual utility though. So.
I mean, yeah.
And it makes so diamond armor becomes a bit more of a novelty. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because like leather armor, you can use it just like for so you protect yourself from like an ambush, like a creeper attack, and they'll basically break immediately, but you won't die at least. It's just way cheaper compared to today, where like netherite armor is just objectively the best. There's no reason to not use it, and with enchanting as well, you can become immortal.
Oh
game.
yeah, I mean yeah, I guess like any vanilla source that
Yeah.
like isn't another player, yeah.
And then get an elytra, and you can fly at like fucking at fucking Mach speed or some shit.
Especially if you like fireworks yourself as well.
Well, that is the intended way of doing it. You just it's fucked up. This is I mean, there are beds, right? I mean, which is but this is way more of a survival game. Like you can use sleep through the night and never have to fight anything, but it's like if you're in a cave or something, it is more dangerous because you can't run.
I mean, like the bed thing has really been a issue with Minecraft since like day one, it seems.
Well, the beds didn't originally exist. The main problem with that is you couldn't set your spawn point. I mean, for me at least, that's the main problem. You literally, like, before beds, there was no way of setting your spawn point. So you basically like had to build really close to spawn. Oh.
Yeah, but like just getting to skip the night every single night, it like kinda takes away the survival from the survival, you know?
I mean, like that, yeah. That is true. Yeah, that is true. But like at the same time, you don't have to sleep in this version of the game. Is the thing, right? You can either not do it, right? If you don't want
Which
to.
is why I think that the Phantoms are the worst addition to the game ever.
Because you're not like you're even like it's kind of cool not to sleep because things are more moody at night and whatnot. Yeah, but Phantoms ruin that entirely and literally force you to sleep. The most fucked up part about Phantoms is they just like, yeah, they were like the coolest design. They didn't actually explain what their mechanics were when you voted for them. They just showed.
Oh, they looked so cool.
Yeah, they just showed what they looked like. Which is really fun. People got mad. Oh, why did you vote for this? But like, no one knew what the fuck they would actually do.
Yeah, I mean, especially since like the other two mobs during that mob vote, I think it was like big mini boss Blaze and like a Kraken or something like that. Like everyone thought that the Phantom was gonna be huge, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, that makes sense.
But no, it was just like some like small dingus that hits you and disturbs you if you don't sleep.
Yeah, it is genuinely not even that dangerous. Just enough of a nuisance to where you are forced to sleep, which gets really annoying, especially in multiplayer. It's like, oh well, I'm getting Phantoms. We have to go. I have to go. We have to sleep, right? It's like,
yeah.
Cool. Sick.
I mean, it's not a threat during the like late game because like nothing.
It's just annoying though, because they're like,
yeah, but like it can really mess you up sometimes during the early game, like especially if you're finding something else at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think that the amount of Phantoms increases by like each night that you skip as or don't skip as well. Like I have seen people be attacked by like 3 of them at the same time during the night, which like yeah, like disincentivizes like playing the actual survival part of the survival game.
It makes no sense to incentivize people to sleep beyond just, oh yeah, you get to skip the night. It is nonsensical. Ever like, oh, but it makes sense that you would hallucinate. But you're not even hallucinating because they're literally like, they actually are physical though. I don't know, it's weird. The Warden is pretty cool though, I guess.
Oh yeah, the Warden is cool, yeah.
Deepslate, I like Deepslate. I think like that whole... I played very little of like the newest Minecraft versions to be...
Yeah, I really like how it looks and how the Warden biomes feel.
I think the Warden is the only like sort of dangerous mob at late game, as far as I know, at least.
I mean, it's pretty dangerous during the late game.
It does a lot of damage. Like, it does most damage out of any mob.
I mean, it like two-shot someone in full diamond, I think.
Yeah.
So it is quite the threat in like even during a late game. I think. I don't know. Like personally, every single time I play, like especially with others, the second that people get netherite, the server kind of just dies.
Yeah,
It's like you have kind of won the game, you know.
but that's the thing. That's the thing, right? Because this game is not meant to have an ending. It's not meant to be won, but they literally added something called the end, and then they had a final boss, and then they have like this armor makes you immortal. Like but the thing is, these issues started coming about like literally in 2011, right? When the full release of the game came out, and they literally added the end. But I don't think they should have done that at all. Like, okay, okay. To be fair, I think I do like Minecraft speedrunning. I think it's cool, and I do like watching it. I guess sometimes. I don't know. For the game itself, I think it's been largely not a good. It's not been a good influence. I think on the image of the game.
At the same time, I feel like just like not doing the end is a lot easier than just like not getting netherite, because netherite has been like incorporated into the like progression of the game.
Yeah.
While the end has not necessarily been like the end.
I mean,
feels
you have to go there if you want to get elytras, and elytras are like super good.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
And Ender Dragon is really easy, you know. So you can have your skill Ender Dragon and get elytras. But it's just strange. I mean, it's not actually the end. The entire point is not actually the end, and Minecraft doesn't have an end, right? I mean, even this is, yeah. I think it was, I don't know. I think a lot of issues just started coming by with, honestly, the full release of the game, especially when they added, like, you know, they also added XP. But to be fair, now beta 1.8 is when Minecraft really started looking like it does today. It started moving in a very different direction from the feeling of pre-beta 1.8 Minecraft. In beta 1.8, that's when they added sprinting, hunger, normal, like the modern armor, and villages as well, and a bunch of like other like blocks and shit. And the full release, which at the end was intended to be, beta 1.9, but then they decided to make it a full release, probably because it literally added like the end of the game, than ending. But that is really when the game it very much shifts in focus, I think. There's like the Better Than Adventure, for example, which I talked about a bit, which is sort of like a what if like Mojang had went continued with this sort of vibe of beta 1.7.3 Minecraft, like pre-beta 1.8 Minecraft, and just updated based on that, because it streamlines a lot of things. It adds like more blocks, or like a few more blocks. Most importantly, or maybe one of the most important things is it adds like a guide, which like the guide, but even like honestly like way better than the base game one, which is kind of just like a crafting book, right, or whatever. It is, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I think like a lot of one of the, it's not like they shouldn't have updated the game. I would have preferred it, now that I've actually like played quite a bit of old Minecraft, not only in this series but just in general, if they went for a very different direction. But overall,
yeah,
kept streamlining it, but just maintained the sort of vibe it has, with really like no man-made structures at all. I mean
that you're like lonely in this world as well.
Yeah,
because that's like what C418's music like encapsulates quite well as well. It's like the loneliness of it all.
When they added villages, beta 1.8, I think they added villages, but they didn't add villagers, so they were technically like abandoned, right? When they started adding man-made structures, that's really when it's like, yeah, well, now the world feels populated, especially when they literally added villagers. Now the world is populated with sentient creatures, and the vibe just shifted a lot. Even though, sure, you still feel isolated because you're the only player, but you know, now there are literally villagers.
Not even nearly as much. So
No, I think they could have they could have definitely continued in, continued in that like isolation, like kind of dreamlike. Also with this dreamlike like terrain generation and the
pictures.
no, I mean even like the no running and the no hunger, no XP. They didn't. I mean these textures. They didn't. These textures. I just think they look more old. I guess I like them more when I'm playing old Minecraft. But you know, I think the vast majority of people do not prefer these textures to the standard ones. I can't hot switch right now, I think, but you know.
I mean, yeah, because like they're quite vibrant and like stick out quite a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't work with like. Yeah, I think I do. I'm not like the Giga Boomer who is such a boomer. They don't like biomes. Like I've seen people like that.
Oh wow.
I do. I do like biomes, and the thing like when normal like oak trees look like this, they contrast so hard, I guess, just against spruce, because everything looks radioactive, right? The grass looks radioactive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I mean, I think the reason I like it more is because it pushes so hard on like the fever dream aspect. Which
is very different from how like Minecraft actually went. I feel like Minecraft is like going and has been going for quite a while in more of a direction that like the mods take it, which is like your classic adventure game, like action adventure.
Yeah.
Like not that much focus on the actual survival of the.
It really, I mean, it's just they're focused on populating the world with life and with and with sentience as well, right? And with I mean the main thing right now, right? And we look at the story, because there is like sort of lore, right? Are like lost civilizations. So they're filling the world with these ancient ruins and all of this stuff, and like fortresses in the Nether and all of that stuff.
Monuments.
Yeah. And it's a vastly different vibe, right? From this like fever dream kind of completely isolated vibe to sort of like a post-apocalypse insinuated post-apocalypse vibe with just like villages with sentience,
like ruined portals
and like the evil people in the Nether as well, piglins. Instead of just the zombie pigmen, which are just like monsters. And also like the pillagers and the woodland mansions, which are, you know, the outposts and all that stuff.
At the same time, the zombie pigmen.
Yeah.
Like they are like the vibe they give off is quite like that. That there were a civilization before, kind of.
There was. Yeah, I mean, it's not like. I think the difference is just there's no evidence, but there are no ruins anywhere or anything like that. There's nothing man-made. There are zombies, but like it's not. There's no story here, right? Like Notch wasn't like developing a story here. It was just like, yeah, this is a video game, and video games sent out zombies, so he had the zombies, and it's like, what should we populate the Nether with? I don't know, zombie pigmen, sure. Right, that was a process going through there. But like now, I mean, these are intentional. They're not, you know, there's a story.
Does this version have their fortresses? When was that added?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's no reason to have, like, no, because blazes would be useless, and that's kind of the main purpose of fortresses, right? I don't think fortresses exist yet now, because there's no end, so there's no like Eye of Ender, and there's no brewing.
Either.
No.
Yeah.
Potions don't exist. XP does. Honestly, I one thing I do prefer is, I mean, okay, it kind of depends, but like, I think like the enchanting is what caused the game to become trivial.
I mean, strong enchantments. Like, I feel like they could have made it in a way where enchantments, instead of like just make your things do more damage and like have more durability and
Or
stuff.
fire aspect, which is just like extreme, like kill everything, you know?
Like somehow making them more unique would be interesting, I think.
I guess, yeah. Like kind of like things that are, yeah, sure. Oh no. How has this happened? 4 squids in here. No, but instead of being like such like maybe, yeah, instead of just pure like vertical progression there, I mean, it could be, yeah, it could be just some cool, I don't know, some cool ability. That would be cool.
Yeah, don't really know what that would be though. However, I'm not a game designer either, so
nah. I think I mean, obviously they don't like what they're going for is not survival, right? I mean, you're supposed to be very, very powerful, and that's fair. That's just a different way of designing things. They've pushed very hard on that. But at the same time, for me, it's become like, well, what's even the point of survival then? Right?
I mean, yeah, it is called survival.
Why not just play creative? Unless you're doing like playing multiplayer and doing faction stuff or something, right? I mean, if you're immortal anyways, and you have like totem of undying, so you cannot die because you have like 20 of them, why not just play creative if you're playing single player anyways?
Yeah, because like usually what you do, because like, okay, so modern PvP has like that's like I'm totally lost on that. Like the like crystal PvP and stuff.
Yeah.
That's just weird, I think.
Well, you kind of have to. Totem of Dyings already make it so that no one will die ever. Is the thing. Is the problem. But yeah, it's crystal shit. It's very weird. I don't know.
Yeah, because from like what I've seen, you crystal PvP, and then you burn their totems until their armor breaks, which is insane.
Yeah.
And has strayed so far from like the take sword and swing that like it's not the same game anymore almost, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, it's very different.
And like because at the same time, it doesn't really feel like end crystals and the such were like meant to be used as like weapons, right?
They definitely weren't. No. Beds were intentional, or maybe not. Like maybe not like, okay, well, killing the Ender Dragon with beds wasn't probably not an original like design, like intentional design, but it is something that they adopted, and I was like, yeah. But crystal PvP definitely not something they meant to happen. But it's kind of needed for people to die, is the thing.
Yeah, but because the defensive options have become so ridiculous.
Like the only way to deal a significant portion of damage and like be able to eat through armor and destroy totems of undying. Probably, as far as I know.
Yeah, but the way that I see the like beds exploding is that I think that when they add the Nether, and like there was no day-night cycle there, I think Notch was like, oh yeah, you know what would be funny? Since they don't work, just make them explode. Great idea, Notch. Let's add that immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny.
Before it became a like standard like dungeon mechanic and started being used as an offensive tool.
Have you seen like a world record speed run, like a modern one? Like it's so fucking crazy how good they are and optimized it is now in Minecraft. They don't even go to like the portal anymore. You know, like the portal back.
The stronghold.
No, I mean they go to stronghold, but I mean like in the end. What is it called? Like the center portal. that sends you back to the normal world.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
Like what? No. I waited too long. There's a skeleton now. I don't know. I'm fine. The hell out of there, bro.
Wait, how did they?
Oh no, I have 2 bones at least. Like that. Okay,
How did
no,
they
so
win
so okay, so what they do, as far as I know, as far as I've seen, I don't know. I've seen this a few. I've not been have it explained to me. Have you seen them do it? They teleport up to one of the towers, and then they wait there instead. I don't remember if they use the end crystal. They might use the end crystal to deal extra damage to the dragon. That might actually be the reason. The reason for the way they do that.
Yeah, because the crystals explode.
Yeah, I think that might. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason. No, actually, does the dragon, like the end dragon, take damage from the crystal explosion? I don't know. Regardless, they seem that they do that for some reason. I have no idea why. Honestly, that's like my only hypothesis. I think maybe that, or like they come over faster than the center. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
Because they're flying and they
might
get
be
there
something like
faster. Oh my god, it's just wow, it's 2 creepers just walking around. Oops. Dude, imagine what if my E stopped working and I just blew up? It would be funny. Okay, this is annoying. You have to die. Well, now I have bones at least, and 2. Hopefully, that's enough for a dog.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's crazy. Dude, something that's actually very entertaining though is like tournaments. Like random seed, they are not allowed to reset and they have to finish as fast as possible. And it's like a tournament where they play against each other. It's actually really fun to watch. Because it's crazy how good they are at improvising. Because I think that's like a very large portion of the game because it's procedurally generated.
Yeah.
Even though the large the main aspects are the same, right? I mean, it's...
Yeah, I mean, you have to go through the same steps.
The ways you go through those steps are always going to be different. Just by how, procedure generation works. So they have to improvise a lot, and it's very entertaining to watch, like, tournaments where they compete and they play at the same time. I mean,
that sounds like a YouTuber challenge, to be honest. Like, just do tournaments. Do they have like announcers and stuff?
Yeah, there's one I'm watching right now. I haven't finished it yet, actually. It's really entertaining. I feel like the bounty is it's like a $5,000 or something, which is I think at least, and this tournament, and they have like actually, it's like a YouTuber who organized it, and he's like an announcer with another person as well. It's actually really fun. I would recommend looking into that.
That sounds very.
Yeah. I would recommend looking into that because it's fascinating how good they are. It is outrageous how good they are. But like really bad seeds as well. It's sometimes it's crazy.
I mean, I remember seeing like a pre-chosen seed, so like they know already where to go.
Yeah.
And with like tool assisted as well, and like that was insane. How fast they went. It was like just a couple of minutes, if I remember correctly. It was.
Set seed is a whole different beast, though. It's completely different. But that is more like set seeds are way more like your traditional speedrun, right?
Yeah.
Where like there is a bit of random chance involved, but most of it is just learn like muscle memory and mechanics.
Yeah,
most games you speedrun.
Literally exactly the same thing.
Yeah, most games you speedrun are like largely going to be the same each playthrough. It's Minecraft is unique in that it's a popular speedrun. It's a very popular speedrun game, but the absolute most popular category, which is random seed, right? Because of Dream, is full procedurally generated, which makes it which is also probably why it did so well. Definitely why it did so well, as well. I should actually start getting more wool.
Oh wow, you get a lot more by sharing.
Yeah, you do get a lot more wool. It's definitely this why it did so well, because it's just way more fun to watch people have to improvise than just like, oh my god, they are so good at like doing this specific thing. It's cool. Like, it's cool watching someone like beat fucking Mario 64 and just have everything down to a T, and like even like beat it blindfolded and shit like that. And like, sure, that's awesome, but you know, I don't know. It's not as It's by definition, it is by definition repetitive, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, there isn't so much rewatch value in that.
No. I also another reason I think like Minecraft speedrun got so big as well. Not only, I mean, Dream is the main one, but it's also I think it's more accessible because of the improvisation and procedural generation. Minecraft is just a very replayable game because, you know, it's procedurally generated, which probably also just makes it more fun for the average person to do. It's more accessible.
Yeah.
As a you know, like random seed. But it was, at least. Not like nowadays it's so optimized that like actually getting good at it would be very difficult. Like to learn everything from scratch.
I mean, I feel like if you're not aiming for like a leaderboard record, then like anyone could do a speedrun, even though it's not like actually all that fast, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm climbing up here, that's not a good idea.
I like, I could definitely see like people just like celebrating the like beating of their like personal best and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, one of the bigger things in Minecraft speedrunning was like the Forsen versus XUC. Remember that? When they and they kind of are still doing it technically. They were speedrunning Minecraft and they would compete against each other to get a better time. That was really big for a while.
But like a lot of they probably started it or maybe popularized it or something like that. But like that has been like done a lot by now.
Yeah, I mean, Dream was the popularizer of like Minecraft speedrunning, and then Dream also cheated several times. And not only like people don't really know about this because most people think it was that specifically 1.16, specifically like those streams. No, he also cheated like before that as well.
I mean, if you're willing to cheat, you're willing to cheat. Like.
Yeah. His excuse, if you remember, his excuse was the classic like, I accidentally had a mod on, which is ridiculous, right?
Yeah, a mod that just so happens to only increase the like trade rate of.
I mean, it was definitely he definitely had a mod on that did that, but he definitely had it intentionally on. But he was also like 100% cheating before that as well. And
I believe so as well. Yeah.
There's a bunch of evidence. I don't really care. I mean, but the point is, it's fun. He popularized it, but he was also a massive cheater. Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, for some reason in this version of the game, I don't think like sheep, they don't regrow their wool. So once they're sheared, their wool is just permanently gone.
Oh.
Yeah, makes no sense. Probably a bug, like probably a glitch.
Yeah.
Because their only feature, their only purpose is getting wool. So like, it's wool. You get the wool you get from them.
Useless after you share them.
Yeah, which is really weird. You're gonna walk around with no wool.
Yeah, because in the modern versions they like eat a patch of grass and they regrow it.
Yeah. It is. I mean, yeah. Every like animal in this animal mob in this version of the game has their own specific, unique function. Pigs are food, sheep are wool, and cows are leather.
I mean, that's because like this is like the fundamentals of the game. So, that was like 4. Damn.
I mean, that is in a lot of ways it's better because like it reduces the amount of unnecessary bloat.
At the same time, when they do things like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if this thing was in the game? Like, yeah, I mean, it would be nice, but at the same time, like, I kind of want different things to have like mechanical purposes as well.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, the thing is, like, with the old Minecraft is what made it so, like, interesting. Oh, and what made it aesthetic the way it was was the fact that you were limited in your options. Yes, in general, there aren't that many blocks, and that is kind of a charm as well. You're forced to. I mean, this isn't only with pork, but this is kind of the aesthetic, the vibe, right? You're forced to be a lot more like more creative with your options, basically. If you want, like, you know, if you want a red block for building, it's, you know, it's brick. That's it. I would like red wool or TNT if you're if you're daring, but you know, probably not a good idea.
Oh wow, yeah. Like that reminds me, like a long time ago, where like wool was like the block to go when you wanted to like do like even like pixel art and stuff, because it was like the most like one color block you could find. It was like always consistent.
Even in this, I mean, in beta 1.0, like the wool has like all of the different colors. I think it still has today actually, but it's specifically wool.
Yeah, but that was before they added concrete, which is like literally the solid fill block where that was only one color, no deviations whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh, now microstarters come from autosaving, probably. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, the aesthetic of Minecraft, old Minecraft, which was just the mess of different buildings that do not fit together. You know, that kind of aesthetic, like not really caring about a specific style when you're building, and just kind of building whatever you want to. Kind of grew out of the fact that you were limited for choices. You couldn't, like nowadays, the difference is like, you can have just leaving like pink wood, right? If you wanna, it's a lot easier to pick one specific aesthetic you want for a specific area and just build after that, than it was in this version, where it's like, well, you're only like, the main option you have is in shape, which will make things clash. But that, you know, that's Minecraft. I don't think Minecraft is supposed to look good. Is the thing. That is kind of what gives it the charm, especially with like building. I like Minecraft builds that are chaotic and just kind of are like it's pretty like forever worlds. Like someone who's played in a world for a very long time, and you look at their world and it's just a chaotic mess of just a bunch of different builds that all have different aesthetics and look because it's kind of a time capsule. Each one of those buildings is a time capsule, which gives it a nice charm. I like that.
So what I'm hearing is that you want Minecraft to be more of like the thing, like the nostalgia piece more.
No, not necessarily. Even I like being limited to for choices, and luckily I can just play an old version of Minecraft, right? Yeah. So it's not like I'm complaining, really. It's just like it would have been cool to have had Minecraft development towards that direction. Same time, I can just play better in adventure, and that's essentially that, right? That's like how Modern would have developed Minecraft. So like, it's not a problem. I mean, like the way Minecraft looks today, it definitely has its like a very big community. A lot of people like it. I mean, I like it at some points. Well, it's just, I mean, I largely appreciate this version of the game more.
Yeah. My main issue with building is that I kind of get like choice paralysis, because there's so many different options, there's so many blocks for like that do like the almost same thing.
Yeah, there are so many. There's like so many like new, super weird, very niche blocks as well.
Yeah, and then they add like a bunch of variations of them that are just like almost identical to one another, like with like basalt structures. They have like or like slightly cracked versions of another block or something. We just like it's nice if you like really care about that. Like I know some people that like really like building and like very like they like knowing all the different blocks and like using all the options to the best of their ability. Or like when you kind of just like play more casually and you want to make some yeah, because that introduces the like expectation of like everything needing to be like in the same aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
As well.
But it makes it way easier to select aesthetic. Is what I mean. Like with color and everything, and you have all of these like different design different blocks. It in a way it limits creativity in a way. is the paradox here, right? I mean, they're just like the simplicity sometimes. It causes the greatest creativity as well, because you're forced to deal with the fact that you don't have many options. That tends to cause people to get very creative, because they need to get very creative with the choices, with the limited choices they have, right?
Yeah. That's all. Yeah.
And that is something that is missing from modern Minecraft. I mean, at the same time, modern
At the same, yeah, because
modern
you
Minecraft
can't really.
they're cool when the aesthetic.
Okay.
Oh no, when the aesthetic is all the same, they're cool. Those builds, right? But it's just not the same thing. It's like, when I think of Minecraft, I do think of kind of like the chaotic messes, kind of, because they're very personal. They're a lot more personal. Than fitting, like following a specific aesthetic. And especially when if you're forced to kind of not keep to an aesthetic as well, and you intentionally do that and play an older version of the game, I said you can kind of way more easily, I said, like look at a specific build and think, yeah, I remember that. I remember when I built that. As it is, yeah. It has yeah. That's why that's pretty much why I like it more. Ooh.
At the same time, like Minecraft, like people are expecting updates and such for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't really have like the original like block game with like a very limited set of blocks.
No, that's true. I mean,
forever.
I think it's good that they are updating the game and like adding more blocks and stuff, because it's not a like this game is so easy to play an older version. I'm doing it right now. You literally go into the launcher and you select beta 1.7.3, and if you're like, oh well, the micro stutters and yada yada yada, and the optimization and the like some things are blah blah blah, just play. You can play a modded version, right? It is trivially easy. Like I'm
especially for like mod launchers and stuff like that as well.
I'm basically making the case for why people should maybe play older versions of this game, like beta 1.7.3 for example, which is the last update before villages, hunger, running. Yeah, that's pretty shit. I don't know if XP has yet.
It entirely depends
and
what
terrain
you want.
generation, and the new terrain generation as well. That's a big one.
Because I feel like some people do want the like a classical adventure game vibe, and if you want that, then Minecraft is serving you in the way that is currently, I feel.
But it's also not a binary as well. Like this is such this is such a different experience. You don't have to list. Oh, I will never play anything but old Minecraft. You can you can kind of choose what you want to do. Or right now, because it's a very different experience. It's basically a different game. I mean, in a lot of ways, there's a lot of things have changed in 14 years of frequent updates, and to be fair, they are frequent. Ooh.
Yeah,
the aesthetic is completely different. I mean, yeah, everything's very different.
Because I feel like old Minecraft kind of has this thing where there's so little to do that you will kind of like get kind of bored while playing the game and find something to do yourself.
You're basically just forced to build a bunch of shit and find things to do. Yeah, and like make farms and get really good farms and like get those really optimized. I mean, yeah, you have to make your own fun, right? That's kind of like Lego.
Oh, I know you reminded me of that. Oh yeah.
Also, the game is slowly crumbling. You see this shit? This happened.
Yeah.
I think this happened on the last guest episode as well, actually. Oh no, I have to get a bed.
Is it maybe because you're streaming it?
Perhaps, honestly, maybe. I mean, this is not a stable version of the game. That is one of the flaws. It tends to. I mean, it's generally fine. I think the main problem is just the fact that autosaves are like 3 seconds. I think modern Minecraft autosaves are 5 minutes, which is way more reasonable. I think the sweet spot is like 3 minutes. I think that's good. 3 seconds is outrageous.
Yeah, that's way too
The fact
often.
that this game is stuttering is insane, considering the computer I have. I mean, yeah, this Minecraft is like the fucking worst optimized game ever. It's not just terrible at coding.
And I don't really remember. Did he do it himself, or was it like a small team, or?
Well, at this point, Mojang was a thing, and it was a team of people. But originally, it was just him, the block game.
Yeah.
And then I think he did InfDev alone as well. InfDev, that was like pre-alpha, I think, even. When I finally added like procedurally generated basically infinite world. For all intents and purposes, infinite at least. I think he was still alone at that point, yeah. So like the core aspects of the game were made by Notch, which is also why the game is so even today. I mean, probably even like still to this day runs so bad because it's built on his. The game is like founded on his terrible spaghetti code.
Yeah.
How is this happening? You know.
It's only me, or is like this terrain junction a lot more vertical than the regular one?
Probably,
the
yeah.
Newest one.
This is before they really did like actual like mountain generation, which they added like beta 1.8 and Paintload generation. I think there is a lot more hills. Even like the mountains just look. Oh, there. Oh.
Oh.
There you go. Look, memory leak. Oh, let me restart the game.
Thank God it saves every 3 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my computer memory isn't a problem. I think sometimes it just does a memory leak, which is quite interesting. Hold on, let me relaunch the game. This game would launch in 2 seconds if it weren't for the stupid fucking Minecraft launcher, which has to load for like 20 times the time it takes to actually launch the game itself.
I wonder why that is. Like, there has to be a reason for it.
Yeah, I have no idea. There. Well.
Here we go. It's up.
There you go. Get some more pig. I need your flesh. Delicious. Man, I've still not found any dogs with these bones. Need to find a dog. I think I decided to name it Chris after Chris Deltarune. I will name it Chris after Chris Deltarune.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so just like Deltarune then.
Yeah, it's like Chris Deltarune.
Very nice. I still haven't played Deltarune though. Oh my
Yeah, it's
goodness
really
gracious.
It's good. Yeah, you should just play Deltarune, honestly. It's not like to play.
I mean, there are a lot of games that I should play. Like, I bought like Red Dead Redemption 2 a while ago as well. That was like multiple years ago, and I somehow just kept coming back to like the old games I played, like Terraria and stuff.
Red Dead Redemption 2 oh, it's good.
Have you played it?
Yeah. It's good. Like, it's not bad. It's good. It's definitely it is really good, in fact. But you know, I don't think it's one. I don't think it's one of the best games ever made or anything.
I mean, like, I've had my brother tell me to like play it, and like multiple friends are like, "So, have you played Red Dead Redemption 2?" And like, well, I have bought it a while ago, but I still haven't played it. And why are you making your game or life actually worse?
That one makes more sense though, because it's a way more of an investment. It's a very long game, and it's an open world as well. Deltarune is it's a linear game. You know, at least the first 2 chapters are. Outside of technically Snowgrave, but don't worry about that. And it's not even that long. And also, you already like Undertale, and also already listened to the fucking soundtrack. It's genuinely worth playing just to hear the music in context. Like, straight up, that makes the games worth playing. Alone.
But Toby Fox just can't miss, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Like any music he releases always hits.
As said.
Always. I don't know how he does it.
As said, he's a very good composer. As said, the game is worth playing exclusively due to the fact that you get to hear the songs in context. Like, that is enough, because the soundtrack is so fucking good, and that is just ignoring like the fact that he's also just a very good writer.
Yeah, like I'm still so mad at that. It's like foolish me as a small boy that decided to watch a full silent playthrough of the entirety of Undertale before I even considered buying it. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, I did it as well, but I played Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2. I played them without having watched them, actually. Which is... It's way more fun. Like...
yeah, I mean...
Undertale, I played Undertale a few times, but I did originally. I watched. I think I watched like I watched the Jacksepticeye's playthrough when I was a little stupid baby. No. Okay. I might actually be dead here. No, I'll be fine actually.
No, you have pork in your injury.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you burn for a while.
You do, yeah.
That's like a nether burn. No, that's even worse.
What, dude? What the fuck? Dude! Stop! All my armor is gone. Why? Wait. Do you burn until you...
twice over.
What?
You burnt your pants off.
Dude, that is... Okay, that is easily the close up into death. Because I would have... Oh, there's water right there. If I hadn't killed those like 3 pigs, I would have died. I ate through all of my food. That would have been a very embarrassing way of dying, like accidentally pressing A and or D and just running into a fucking lava pool.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Subtitle of this video: Death Can't Take Me, part 2.
Or Oopsie Daisy.
Yeah, I mean, probably, okay, Oopsie Daisy is better actually. That was really close. Straight up, I actually would have been dead if I hadn't killed those pigs though. I cannot die before at least like 100 episodes. You know, that would be embarrassing. just walk in a one direction with no ravines, and die after 14 episodes because you accidentally pressed D and just fell into a lava pool.
I mean, there was that one time where we almost walked off like a mountain that led into a extremely deep cave as well.
I've said that the only the two main ways, or the three. I count the first two as one though, as like falling into a strangely deep cave and like falling off a cliff, which I almost did both of those simultaneously, and falling into a lava pool because apparently you are on fire for like 2 billion years as well. So.
Yeah, like I expected that one to end like 3 times before it actually ended. Like that's impressive.
I would have quite literally been cooked if I hadn't killed those pigs. So. Oh. Hey, that's not right.
Hero Brian has been here.
No.
Oh!
Man, the original C418 soundtrack is pretty good. So good.
It's still in the game, I think.
Oh yeah, it is. They never deleted it. Because that would be an unbelievably bad marketing a business choice. I mean, the original like Alpha album is literally in like the US conservation of like the most important, some of the most important like piece of music or whatever it's called.
Most like influential generational.
Yeah. And I mean music. That album in particular, like the C418 like Alpha album for this soundtrack is one of the most influential music albums in modern times. Not only because it's directly connected so closely to Minecraft, which is the biggest game ever, right? Also is because of I don't know. I mean, that is the main reason, right? But also, it also is because of how good the music fits the vibe of the game. It is intentionally written to be very nostalgic, so that doubles. So the fact that it's intentionally to be nostalgic doubles onto the fact that Minecraft itself is very nostalgic. So the music itself becomes very nostalgic. So it's music written to be nostalgic, which then also becomes nostalgic because because you listen to it as a kid. Oh, that's why it works so well. Oh,
it's also like the isolating factor of it. I feel.
Oh yeah, well, it is subtly like melancholic, but not. It's not really minor, but it's like slightly, you know. I need beds and boats, and oh my god, that's fine for a while, but I'll need to cut down more trees, huh?
I wonder, is there like a biome restriction to where wolves spawn?
Don't think so. Maybe, no. I mean, there are only like 4 biomes in this game, and that's including ocean. A snow biome, the desert, a grasslands, and ocean. That's it. I don't.
Oh yeah, because like squids, they spawn in any water source, not just the ocean.
Yeah. Ocean is a biome, right? I think so.
It is in the modern game.
Yeah, well, it counts then here as well. Total there are 4 biomes. Evil cow. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Look at the contrast between alpha, like leaf textures, and spruce.
Yeah.
Crazy. I need to get more wood here. Hold on.
It's so vibrant. Like it.
It is, yeah.
It feels so unnatural, as well. Like
that's kind of the probably intended design. It was meant to be like dreamlike. And definitely succeed on that. That's why I'm playing with the texture pack. It definitely looks dreamlike. Ooh. It's either dreamlike or it's like Chernobyl woods.
I doubt that it is meant to be Chernobyl
No,
wood.
obviously not, but that's kind of what it looks like. It looks radioactive. So. This is technically different wood types, but both of these called wood. Kind of funny.
And they both could just become wooden planks.
Yeah. Welcome to old Minecraft. There's only one type of wooden plank, and only one type of door. Like it's meant to be, you know.
I don't know about that. Like, I feel like multiple doors. That's like.
No. No.
Okay,
No. That is actually the actual argument. I mean, it's not like it's good that they added more doors now, but it's good. It is those sentences good that that old Minecraft didn't have that for a reason I'll explain. Same with the bed, which is red, you know, which doesn't really make sense because, you know, like it makes a lot more sense, and from modern Minecraft it fits a lot more that like there are different colored beds, right? But if they hadn't had just this every like the bed just being red no matter what, it would have never become like a classic Minecraft thing. The same with the door, but that door is like hood classic, you know.
I mean, yeah, the classic oak door, definitely.
Yeah, and that is because that was used to be the only alternative.
I wonder, do you still make doors in threes in this version?
No,
Like,
you don't. You make one door.
a singular door. With
That
six
is
planks.
that feels horrible though. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, but like getting three is such a awkward number for doors, though.
It is, yeah. It should.
Like I've never seen myself like use all three of them with like forcing another exit.
It is weird that they said
house.
to put, because it used to be one and then they increase it, but instead of increasing it to 2, they increase it 3. Oh look, well, let's see if I manage to get this dog. That with Chris Deltarune. I do. Hello, Chris.
Oh. Dog become cookies.
I'm gonna make sure you don't die. Oh my god, I have no space for food. Okay, don't jump off. Shit. Okay. Like your ancestors did. Oh man, I have too much stuff in here. I don't need that.
Well, you can eat one of them immediately.
That's true.
And make space. Yes.
Where the hell is the fucking other one? What the? It's hiding. There it is. It's running away! Come back! I'm getting fucking circus. Oh my god! I'm getting pallet loop. I'm getting pallet loop by a fucking pig in Minecraft, dude. Actually,
I can't believe it.
It's never been more over. Actually, so over. Rah! Chris Deltarune, welcome. It's Chris, full name Chris Deltarune, just like it is in Deltarune. Got Sans Undertale, oh, and his brother Sans Deltarune. You didn't know?
I thought that Deltarune was just his middle name.
Yeah, actually, never mind. It's Sans Deltarune Undertale.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my armor. I got set on fire and my armor is so fucked up.
Oh yeah, it's a bit. I guess if you really want to, you could like kill cows to make leather armor.
I could, but whatever. I mean, I don't really need armor anyways. Like, it is a... I have a bunch of iron, to be fair. I could just make iron armor. And this armor is... you know what? I'll do that. I'll melt this iron and make iron armor. And make... iron axe, I guess. I'll make new armor. That seems... worth it. Where is Chris Delterin? There's Chris Delterin. Hello, Chris Delterin.
I thought he was going to be right in front of your boat when you said
What
that.
the hell? This game is so... This game is fascinating sometimes when like zombies that are in a cave underwater and you hear them perfectly fine as if they're literally like in your ear. It's fucked up. And it's so fucked up. Fucked up is what it is. There you go.
It's the wonders of Minecraft.
Yeah. Back in my day.
Or just version.
Alright, let's start with this. I have too many sticks. Realized. Get out of here, stone axe. You suck. Do that. Yeah. Let's make some armor. Why am I doing like this? I don't know. Whatever. Beep beep. Uh-oh. Beep beep. It's not the most effective way of doing this. Fine. See, beautiful. Look. Oh, that's great, man. And a helmet. Fantastic. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, nice. Oh, beautiful. Fresh new armor. Can't get better than that. Cannot get better.
Full armor bar as well. You like to see it? You like
Yeah, that looks beautiful. Look at how long it takes to break these. Oh, it's the same with crafting tables for some reason in this version. I don't need that. Yeah, we all get it. You're sheep. Yes, we get it. Cool. No one cares. Goddamn sheep.
Oh,
Let's do this shit. I should get more grass. Nothing about it. Or dirt. I love dirt. No! Why would you do that? That's actually not my fault. Well, did you get fed? No. Well.
did you eat while it full health? Oh.
Accidentally, yeah, you can eat while it's full health for some reason. Doesn't really make more sense if you can. Yep.
No, there's a cactus there. Bane of dog.
Yeah, that is true. Oops. Beep beep. There we go. Oh no, you can pig because I accidentally beat Chris Delter with a shovel. I just beat Chris with a shovel. It's fucked up. Fucked up.
Unbelievable. Absolute disaster.
Yeah. I need pig. I need pig. I need pig. But I'm gonna end this episode once Chris Deltron is back at full HP. That's it. Yep. That's the arbitrary.
In before pig in 2 hours.
Well,
Not
I
ready.
guess
You're not
we'll be
ready.
here for 2 hours then. Probably not. Strap in. Time for the worst of luck of all time.
You know, it's pretty funny because I recently got reminded
Oh look.
how
Yeah.
good the Kung Fu Panda movies were
Yeah.
through their soundtrack.
You're full. Wait. Stop moving. So I can't see.
He's so excited to be
Oh
fun.
look.
Oh, he's so happy.
Yeah, Chris Delter is actually at full HP. Chris is actually full HP. That's incredible. Well, I guess we'll end the episode. Yeah, what do you say about it? through the sun.
Yes,
I haven't watched that movie and since I was like 5 years old. I didn't.
yeah, but it has been a while for me also. However,
Yeah.
I do remember watching the first and second movies, and they're so good. I actually.
Isn't that? Is the four? Wait, which one is? Is this all of them are Jack Black?
Yeah, I think Jack Black is the main voice actor for the English version for all of them.
Huh.
At least the first and second one do have him as the voice actor.
No, I've seen that he has been like the most recent one. I've seen that he is also, well, not, that he is voice acting. As well.
Yeah, but I heard like a motif from one of the songs from I believe it was the second movie, right?
Yeah.
And it sounded so evil. Like I immediately started like investigating.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if you, or I don't know if you remember this, but this villain in the second movie is like this. Oh, what's that bird called now again? Well, he's called Shen in the actual movie itself, but
Yeah.
you know those like birds that have like differently colored plumes and like very big tail feathers.
Yes.
Oh, the name of the actual bird has escaped me.
I remember. I mean, yeah. I've like, I don't know if I ever watched the sequel. I said I don't remember like anything about them. I was like a little baby.
Yeah, but like, it's actually impressive. Like, it might just be that I'm like blinded by nostalgia,
I mean, I think.
but I actually feel like those movies were so
I think
good.
at least the first movie, isn't it actually like pretty good reviews? I think. I don't know the sequels. I don't know what, but you know.
I mean, I guess I could.
No, but
check the-
yeah, I think so. I have no idea. I think I've heard something like that. Just the first movie was actually good. I don't know.
It has a 87% on Rotten Tomatoes, if that means anything.
I don't know that website. I mean, you just go to like IMDb or something.
7.6.
That is high for like yeah, that is high for a children's movie, especially.
What was the second one? Slightly lower at 7.3.
Yeah, I mean. Well, okay. Now I'm actually gonna end it.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, the
Rah.
conversation died down.
All right.
It has got to late.
Yeah, it is.
Chris is fed. Chris, the new die.
What?
Where's he? Where's
Chris
the Google?
Chris Elton already took damage again. Look. Immediately jumped off a cliff when the moment he could. Fucked up. All right.
See, he's not fed anymore. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He does this to spite you.
Well, whatever. That's this episode. See everyone tomorrow on episode 15, where I will walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. That's a good song or whatever.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.